Yeah! Let me start to say, very momentous day here. So in Bristol, we had a lot of debate about retail cannabis, but one of the things that gives me great solace in what we did in this town first is that this is a medical dispensary as well. And Bristol was one of the first towns to have a medical dispensary. We have Connecticut-grown pharmacists and a Connecticut company now being our second adult use recreational cannabis user, but behind that is that medical component that was very important to all of us. The second announcement that I want to make today that hasn't been that announced much is from the beginning we were waiting for the second to come in. That's all that we allow. And the state does have a 3% tax that comes right back to the city. So we have been taking any funds that come in for that and kind of putting them aside. We have designated those funds as a fund that will pay for 2 community wellness officers. They will be almost like school resource officers that will work on mental health issues, substance use disorder, and homelessness in the city. We had to wait. That's a great thing. And we had to wait until we knew what those revenues might be and that we got both of them here. I will also say that I loved working with Fettle, more local company. Lots of trials and tribulations to get here to Bristol. Welcome to Bristol. Congratulations. You guys are going to do very well here, and we really appreciate you coming here and getting the business going. And then usually we have the chamber say something as well, and welcome. I think that's you, Andrew.
Yeah, on behalf of the Central Connecticut Chambers, again, welcome to Bristol and the Central Connecticut. Obviously, we're here to assist you guys any way we can. So we're 5 minutes up the road, so feel free to stop by or just if you need any help or assistance, we're here for you. So the other cool thing is we'll take the ribbon. We got a mark here so everyone can kind of sign it. You guys can kind of keep the ribbon and hang it out and display it. And so we'll probably both have this one.
And then I'll just chime in as well. So this is so Fettle's office first off is on Woodland Street in Hartford. Our original team we opened our first stores 5 years ago yesterday in Willimantic with Rick and Margie, and then and this is our 7th store opening and our 4th equity joint venture with our partners Kennard, Diane, and Carnetta, all of whom we've known for a minimum of 25 years, and a minimum. Right? So that's Kennard, that's the shortest we've known. And Connecticut built a different type of program, putting forward social equity in a few ways, in terms of jobs, in terms of giving back to the community, in terms of ownership. And so while this represents ownership, just 3 days ago, on the day before Juneteenth, Kennard led CT Pardons Day, where he helped 400 people across the state of Connecticut get their records expunged and pardoned, mostly for small drug crimes. And so what this is doing is so far beyond just this is a store opening. Right? This is about changing the landscape, the face, righting the wrongs of the past, combating the 1980s war on drugs, honestly. But for us, it's also about this future of changing stigma and understanding the positivity of this plant, which will be front and center in the way that Bristol set up its rules, because it's actually the only town in Connecticut that said, hey, the only way you're opening up adult use is if you do medical as well. And we know that whether a customer is coming in as a patient with a qualifying condition that's listed with a card, or just comes in as a recreational customer, 95% of cannabis users are using it for some sort of medical benefit. And to see that perception versus the stigma around, well, I want to eat junk food and play video games, right? That's what we see. And it's totally different from that. It's a positive impact on people's lives. And we, as a company also, 20 new jobs here in Bristol, hopefully a ton of tax revenue from that 3%. That means we're all winning. For this position, we have folks from Bristol. We we promoted 6 people internally from other stores of ours. And so that's how we want to do it at Fine Fettle. We have a company that created about 175 jobs in the state over the past 18 months. We've got 2 or 3 more stores to go and a grow coming online. And right, so it's about investing here at home. At home. And there's not many companies in cannabis in Connecticut who are from Connecticut. So this is just really special in so many regards. And then just as one other note, today, all the proceeds of the sales of one of our vendors, Soundview, who is a veteran from Bristol, built his edible company in Bristol, is going to the Boys and Girls Club of Bristol. Additionally, before we got even approved last year, right before Thanksgiving, we made a donation to Brian's Angels, which helped feed 100 additional people on Thanksgiving when homelessness is up across the state of Connecticut. So the amazing work they do. And that's just going to continue, because the way that we want to judge ourselves is how much have we been able to give back. Because if we meet our goals of giving back, all the business stuff worked. And so that's the ultimate scorecard of the good we could do. So I'll end it with that, and just thank everyone for being here, to our team, to the town, to our partner, everyone. This is a exciting day. Every new story.